Let me tell you something real quick. Life does not test you when people are cheering for you. Life tests you when the room is quiet, when your name ain't being called, when nobody's checking on you, and most people don't even know they're being tested. They think they're being ignored. They think they're being punished, but really they're being measured. And if you don't recognize these 4 tests life throws at you, you'll fail them without even knowing you were in the exam. See, I've lived long enough and failed enough times to understand something most people never figure out before God promotes you, before success shows up, before a blessing lands in your lap, life checks you. You don't get a heads up. There's no email, no warning, no applause. The test comes in silence. And if you don't know what's happening, you'll think life is unfair. But the truth is, life is asking you one question. Are you ready for what you're asking for? Today, I'm going to walk you through the 4 biggest tests life gives you. If you understand them, you won't fall apart the next time things go quiet. Instead, you'll recognize the moment and you'll pass it. Have you ever prayed for something and wondered why it's taking so long? You start thinking maybe God forgot about you. Maybe the dream expired. Maybe it just wasn't meant for you. But let me tell you, sometimes the delay is not a denial. It's a test. Life wants to see if you can stay ready while you wait. Most people quit 5 minutes before the door opens. They plant the seed, but they dig it up before it grows. They want the blessing, but they don't want the waiting room. I've learned something the hard way. Patience is not just about waiting. It's about how you wait. When I was broke, sleeping in a car, it wasn't the hunger that tested me. It was the waiting. I kept asking God when. And the answer was silence. But the silence was the test. Life was checking to see, will you stay prepared even when nothing is moving? Will you keep faith when nobody gives you a timeline? Some of y'all are not failing because you're unskilled. You're failing because you walked away too early. What you're waiting for is already lined up. But life wants to know if you can handle the distance between asking and receiving. That's the test of patience. And most people don't even know they're in it. Before anybody doubts you, life checks to see if you doubt yourself. Everybody wants applause, but let me ask you something. Can you clap for yourself when nobody else does? Can you still believe in the dream when people start walking away? Because life is watching that. I remember when I first said I wanted to do comedy full time. You know how many people told me I couldn't do it? My own people, friends, family. Folks who loved me, they weren't being evil. They were just small thinkers. And if I had listened to them more than I listened to the voice God put inside me, I would have never made it out. Let me tell you something real. You don't need the whole world to believe in you. You just need you. Life will put you in rooms where you stand alone, not to break you, but to check if you have enough belief to hold your ground. And if you fail that test, if you wait for applause to start walking, you'll never move. You got to be able to say, I don't care who's watching. I don't care who's clapping. I know what I'm made for, because the first person you lose when you stop believing is yourself. And when you lose yourself, nothing else matters. Here's the part nobody likes. Life is going to hit you, not softly, not politely. It's going to hit you where it hurts, And that hit is not always a punishment. Sometimes it's a test to reveal your strength. Have you ever noticed how your biggest lessons came from your hardest moments? Failure will introduce you to the parts of yourself you didn't know existed. Pain will teach you faster than comfort ever could. But most people take adversity as a signal to stop, when in reality, it's an invitation to level up. When I lost everything, money gone, marriage gone, no home, no backup plan, that was adversity checking me. Was I serious about what I said I wanted, or was I just playing? Did I have a vision, or did I just have a fantasy? Let me tell you, adversity is not life saying no. It's life saying, prove it. You said you want success. You said you're built differently. Okay, here's some resistance. Show me you meant it. That's the test. And the people who pass it are never the smartest. They're just the ones who refuse to stay down. Everybody starts strong. Everybody's motivated on day one. But life doesn't check you on day one. It checks you on day 50, day 100, day 300, when nobody's watching, nobody's texting you encouragement, and nobody's clapping. Consistency is the proof of desire. If you only move when it's easy, you ain't serious. If you only work when you're inspired, you don't want it bad enough. Life is not impressed by your start. It's impressed by your stamina. I didn't get TV shows, radio, books, or success because I was most talented. A lot of folks funnier than me quit. A lot of folks smarter than me stopped. I just kept showing up. When I didn't feel good, I showed up. When the money was low, I showed up. When nobody knew my name, I showed up. Life will check if you can stay committed without applause, without reward, and without visible progress. That's the quiet test, the one that separates dreamers from doers. And you either pass it or you repeat it. So hear me when I say this. Life is not against you. It's examining you. Before it gives you the blessing, it checks your foundation. And these 4 tests, they're not random. They're preparing. The test of patience asks, can you wait without quitting? The test of self-belief asks, do you believe without applause? The test of adversity asks, can you rise after the hit? The test of consistency asks, will you keep moving without reward? And if you're going through any of these right now, you are not being punished. You are being prepared. What you asked for is not denied. It's just being tested. And the moment you recognize that, everything changes. Because once you pass the test, you don't chase the blessing. The blessing comes looking for you.